Hi students, in this video I'm going to explain the next accessible task. You scroll down to the assessment grid on Moodle. Under YouTube channels, which is 40%, click on this link here. So this is your next assessment item here. Apply knowledge of copyright, open licensing, and legal remix compatibility in a global digital context. Here are your performance indicators and your evidence to demonstrate competency. So you need to go through all this information here, and I've got the guidelines attached in a PDF file. To open that up, you'll see the task description here plus the guidelines. So task 3, again, apply knowledge of copyright, open licensing, and legal remix compatibility in a global digital context. And this is 20% in weight. So your guidelines for this task are here. You need to work for this assignment in pairs and also individually. So you need to choose a partner from any group. I know the instruction says you need to choose a partner from any group, but for now, because we're running out of time, I'd like you to choose a partner in your own group. So group 1, just look for partners within your own group 1, group 2, the same thing in group 3. After you have selected a partner, then you need to discuss and figure out individual parts for the video that you're going to create together. So the salutation, introduction, explanation, demonstration, and closing. Like I said, this is both paired work and individual work as well, because when you do the webcam video recording, you're working in pairs. After you have completed the webcam part of your video, you're going to go separately and edit the video individually and also submit the URL to your YouTube video separately as well on Moodle. So paired work for the video webcam part and individual work for the video editing part and assignment submission. Our second part of our guidelines includes the content part of your videos. You need to explain the difference between copyright and Creative Commons. That explanation must be given in not English. Come up with a suitable title for your video, explain what copyright is, give an example of a copyright work, and that can be anything from text to audio, website, video, image, book, etc. Explain what Creative Commons is. If you have interacted with Week 12 content by now, you should know that there are 6 Creative Commons licenses. So you need to explain that also in your video. Because there are 2 of you doing the video together, one person can explain maybe 3 licenses, the other person can explain the other 3 licenses. But it's up to you how you want to work that out. Explain the 6 different licenses. Demonstrate how to give correct attribution. Okay, you can use an image on your website to give correct attribution. Demonstrate how to give correct attribution for music used in your video. So, for example, the background music that you used in a video must be attributed correctly. Demonstrate how to do that. Also in your video, you need to demonstrate how to license your WordPress site using a Creative Commons license of your choice. And you can see that in a separate video with group 1. I demonstrated that in class this morning. Okay, also in your video, you need to demonstrate how to license your PowerPoint presentation on a SlideShare using a license of your choice. So if you go to your SlideShare account and under your profile and account settings in the content tab, that allows you to apply a default content license, Creative Commons license to your PowerPoints. And I did demonstrate that this morning with group 1. For the rest of you, you can watch a video or you can wait for me to come to class and I will demonstrate that one as well. These 2 demonstrations must be evident in your video. When you do the demonstrations, you must also explain why you chose that license. There's 6 different Creative Commons licenses. Once you do the demonstration, explain to us why you chose that particular Creative Commons license. Okay, now go down to 3 guideline video editing. The title and bylines of your video must be clearly visible. The CC licensed video bumper must be approximately 2 seconds in your video. Video bumper that you incorporate into your video must show attribution for the background music that you use in your video. Now, Brian Mala has given me the permission to talk to you about his experience using background music that goes against the copyright laws of YouTube. Okay, he's gone and got music by Dema Soul, which has copyright on it, and because he breached the copyright laws of YouTube, his account was suspended. So learn from that lesson and put background music that has Creative Commons licenses on them. Okay, footage free of unnecessary records. So for example, spinning wheel of death or you pressing the stop button to end your video. We don't need to see that in your video. So make sure when you are editing, cut out those unnecessary parts like the spinning wheel of death and you editing your video. Effects must be incorporated appropriately. So for example, if you're zooming in and out, make sure you use that effect properly. If you're using the blur effect or some gestures or highlight or spotlight, use those appropriately. The fourth part is on publishing your creation. So once you've created your video and you've published the MP4 file on your YouTube channel, in your video settings, add the appropriate description and title, etc. Make sure your video is publicly accessible. So test to see that it is visible to your audience, and you can do that by following the next instruction here. So last part of the guidelines includes your URL submission. That's on Moodle as usual. Copy your YouTube video URL from your own channel and submit the URL via Moodle. After your submission on Moodle, you need to log out of your Gmail and YouTube accounts and test the URL to make sure that it is publicly accessible. All right, so the first group this morning, group 1, has already started selecting their partners. So the rest of you need to do the same thing in your own groups. Choose your partners, work out your script. And I mentioned this morning in class that when you're doing your video, I do not want to see anybody reading from a piece of paper or reading from a screen. If you know your content well, you should be talking. Talk to us. Don't read to us. So according to the task description, your video should be a maximum of 3 minutes, no more than that. I will come to class and help anybody who still needs help. I will provide face-to-face support for you. The full description is here on Moodle. Go through, practice, get ready. When you're done, let me know by indicating on Moodle which slot is suitable for you to do your recording. So ICT has already given us a lone laptop with the webcam, so you can start working as early as this afternoon. Miss Ramina is also going to assist us and supervise whoever is scheduled to record. And Miss Kupi has authorized us to use one of the rooms in the lecture block downstairs, so you can use one of those rooms with your partner to record your video. So whenever you guys are ready, let me know, and I will release the laptop to you, and you can start recording your videos. Thank you.